As a podcast creator, you probably have other shows that you would recommend to your listeners. This might be a show that you're doing yourself, or a friend's show, or just a podcast that you think would align with your audience's tastes. Well, now there's a way to share your recommendations with your audience. Let me show you how it works. So over here in Transistor, I'm going to go into one of my podcasts, and I'm going to go down to the settings menu over here on the left side. And up in this menu here, you'll see that there is a menu for promotion. So we're going to click through on that. And this is where you can recommend other podcasts. You can pick up to 10. So one of the podcasts we both listen to is Mostly Technical. I'm going to search for that. And when you search for a podcast, it'll let you know if it's also hosted on Transistor, which is kind of cool. This one is. Click that there. Another podcast we like is How About Tomorrow? Going to add that one there. And I'll add a few more. Perfect. And my co-host and I both have other podcasts we do, so I'm going to add those as well. So his show is called Bootstrapped Web. And my show is called Build Your SaaS. So now we have 5 shows we've recommended. And you might wonder, well, where do these show up when you recommend a podcast? We've just added support for podcast recommendations on the built-in Transistor website. Right now, it's on the Quasar theme, and we'll be adding this to other themes as well. But if I take a look at my website, here it is right here. If I scroll to the bottom, you'll notice there's a menu for recommended shows. So I can click on that, and now I have a page to send to my listeners for other shows they might like. I can include this in my show notes. So if I go to our latest episode, I could say, for other links, I could say, here are some other podcasts we like, and I can just paste in that link to those recommended shows there. Save that. If I look on the website now, here's some other podcasts we like. I can click on that, and it takes them to this page. There are also some podcast apps that have started showing these recommendations, and Pocket Casts is one of them. So I've loaded up my podcast in Pocket Casts, and you'll see there's a menu item for You Might Like. And if we click on that, Pocket Cast displays shows recommended by the creator. And you can see all of those 5 shows I recommended on Transistor are now showing up in the Pocket Casts app. And these also show up in the TrueFans listening app. So if we go there, we can see my recommendations listed like that. And TrueFans even has a bonus. They will show you which shows have recommended you. So we've been recommended by these 2 podcasts here. Pretty cool. As I mentioned, we currently have support for this feature on the Quasar website theme, but we're going to be adding it to all of the website templates on Transistor. So if you're a Transistor customer, log in, head over to settings, and then promotion, recommend some shows, and then share your list of recommended shows with your audience, either in your show notes, on social media, or on your mailing list. This is a feature that came out of the Podcasting 2.0 project. We'd love to see more listening apps support it. So if your listening app doesn't support recommended shows like this, reach out to them and encourage them to add support for podcast recommendations with Podroll. You can find a link to this page below. And if you would like to try out Transistor for your podcast, head over to transistor.fm. You can sign up for a 14-day free trial. Or if you'd like to chat with us live and ask some questions, just click that chat icon. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks.